Well, I'm going to talk about Google Chrome extensions. But first, let's make a cup of coffee, eh? Now that I've got the cup of coffee made, let's get the thing out of the road of a bit of a disclaimer where I'm pretty much saying I'm not getting sponsored to say this or do this. Mostly because usually with sponsorship, usually only falls around one product. I'm going to be going through about 5 of them. So now that I've got them out the road, I've sort of been looking at things like Chrome extensions and see how useful they are, especially for someone who's a small YouTube channel and need that like little bit of extra hand. Now I'm not going to be going through with them and see what they're like when you pay for them, because they revolve around a subscription service, and it's understandable why they do a subscription service, because they like to get paid themselves and improve on their product. But for someone that doesn't exactly have the money in the first place, and also usually they'll probably be asking in US dollars, and me being in Australia also have a foreign exchange to deal with, so it'll probably cost me more than what they're asking for. I was sort of looking at it and see what I can get from using them for free. So let's take a sip of coffee and let's get started, shall we? So the first cab I got off the rank is Socialblade. Now you probably pretty well know what Socialblade does and whatnot. No. So pretty much their extension is pretty much similar to what they have on the website, of able to bring up information on what your daily views are like, subscriber counts and all that sort of thing. Is pretty similar to what they actually bring up on your videos. Now it's helpful in a way because it does show tags, but it's like that's about it with it, because it's one thing with Socialblade, it doesn't really support in the way of videos. It more supports on your channel. So even though it has a place there with helping your channel out, it doesn't really help your videos out. So when it comes to publishing and that sort of thing, it doesn't really show very much in the way of support there at all. So I'm not going to knock them. They do provide something there that I quite like, enjoy and stuff like that. And you see that those subscriber meter type of things from their website and all that sort of thing. And where they go about doing reports and supplying reports is still like starting at a minimum price of $10. You ask for a submission of a report, and depends on how much you want to get in this report is how much you'd pay for this particular report. So in some ways it's helpful, in some ways it's not, but I certainly don't want to knock it terribly much. Well, the next one we've got on the list is Brandmaxima, which has got a YouTube analytics little Chrome extension. Now, this one's pretty much a hit and miss. Yes, it does show information for individual videos, but it doesn't really have anything in the way of support for when you wanted to upload or publish new videos. So you're pretty much on your own if you want to look for some things like tags and other bits and pieces you might want when you're publishing a video. On the other hand, when it comes to the little sidebar there, it actually is quite a nice looking compact style of information they got there, where it evolved around having tags, for video channels, social, SEO, and what's trending. But other than that, it's if really wanting something there for as a helping hand. It probably just not quite there yet, or you might have to just pay for it. Now, when you get it and form an account, you have to form an account with all these, of course. But when you form an account with Brandmaxima, it does give you a 14-day trial of their pro version, and then it'll ask, it'll start asking for money for a starting price of $9 a month. So there you have it with Brandmaxima. So I'll take a sip of my coffee and move on to the next one. Now, the next one we have on the list is Vidlog by Vidlog, I think is how you pronounce them. And it's pretty much the same with Brandmaxima, where they don't really have anything in the way of supporting you when it comes to publishing your videos. It's mostly all information when you play videos. The only other thing about them too is they don't have anything in the way of compact with all the information. It is quite, even though it's informal, it's quite long, so quite spread out. So just you might just need to minimize some things just to what might be so spread out type of thing when you're watching videos. So I really do hope they actually spend some time with it and probably see if they can compact it a bit, and probably use a smaller font size or something like that, just to make it not so spread out in a way, and for what they offer, they do the 14-day trial as well, and their starting price is at $9. So keep drinking this coffee before it gets cold. Now, for the next we got is Vidiq. Now, these guys actually do a quite good job actually when it comes to supporting the smaller YouTuber, especially lately after the demonetization. Now, before the demonetization, they did actually have a basic setup for their extension, and they added some more features to it when the demonetization came about, where the little bar, information little bar there, else they added the hours you need for, with the 4,000 hours you need in 12 months, they put something up there to show where you're up to with that. So they really are supportive for the YouTubers there in a way. Now, for the other bits and nitty gritty, that they also very supportive when it comes to with publishing. They have something there to help you with finding tags, and also be able to find the a fun thumbnail pick. Like if you got a certain shot in your video that YouTube didn't pick up when they have their selection, you could go through and find that particular spot where you want that particular shot and use that as your thumbnail instead. So they do have some sort of support there when it comes to publishing, which is quite good. Now, when it comes to the information when you look watching videos, with your own personal videos, it does show quite a lot of information there too. Of you've got an overview score. It's pretty much show all the information there. What devices, what countries, social outreach they have, your SEO score. So it does have quite a lot of information there, even though it's probably not as much details, or probably a bit more simplified in a way to like the Vidlog version. So it's quite good there. And also it does take a couple of days to actually make this happen, but you can put a mouse over the top of certain areas on the SEO and you'll be able to bring up some like extra tags for your videos from a YouTube search perspective. And they also have a YouTube channel too, which is quite informative and quite helpful as well. So they provide quite a good service, even though some of it comes at no charge. Now, if you want to, of course, do the paid subscription, their starting price is at $7.50. So it's, if you see what you can get for free, if you pay $7.50, imagine what you can get for doing that. Now, next on the list, and the final one on the list, is Tubebuddy. And just as much with Vidiq, they actually do have a very strong presence when it comes to publishing. So they have the same thing as be able to make tags or find tags, and also create thumbnails. But they also have some extra little bits there that are also very, very helpful before you actually start publishing. One is they have a link there where it brings up a separate tab on Google Chrome or a separate window, and say, hey, you got it set up, of course. Then you'll be able to set up your end screen animations, I think I call it, or elements. So it's things like the subscribe button and the video tags. You'll be able to get that all set up, and also those info cards, the little things that slide up here. They also have to be able to get that all set up before you actually start publishing. So I do find that very, very good and very, very handy, so you don't have to get everything done after you publish it, in case you forget or something like that. But when it comes to their extension, when it comes to watching videos, it's just seemed to just really lose out quite a fair bit of information. Now, I know that they had to do some changes or something like that on YouTube's request at the end of 2017. I don't know what the reasons why behind it, but that's that was their choice. Even though I do find it strange, because you see the other extensions haven't changed anything, and they have. But anyway, I'm still not going to force them away because of this. Because they do have a very strong presence when it comes to publishing. Now, the other things they have is, they do have a YouTube channel. They have tutorials with their product, as well as chatting about how to go about creating awesome videos, basically. And also they have industry news, and they also have something there where they have certificates made up. So if you hit a milestone like a subscriber count or video count or view count, they make a certificate to show congratulations. So it has a nice little incentive there to keep a bit of an encouragement and motivation behind it all. Now, they also show a lot more support too when it comes to their subscription service, where with the latest demonetization thing happened with people affected with less than 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours, they provide a discount of 50% off for people who got less than 1,000 subscribers. And as far as I understand, you can add to it as well a further 20% off if you subscribe yearly. And I know that also with the other services from other brands, they also offer a discount if you pay yearly instead of monthly as well. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, they you know, Tubebuddy does certainly puts the effort in of trying to help the smaller YouTuber out, as well as also they have a affiliate program. So if anyone like joins up to Tubebuddy, or as far as I understand, or pay for using Tubebuddy, I think you get like a small commission or something like that as well from it, from your link, like the Amazon link type thing with people new or YouTubers news. That's it, and I ran out of coffee. Well, there you have it. Now, pretty much what I do with these Chrome extensions, I still use a combination of two of them for helping me out with my YouTube channel and my videos. There's one, I'll use Tubebuddy to help me with all the publishing side of things. You get it all set up and get tags in place and all that sort of thing. Then once it's published, I'll swap over to Vidiq, and eventually over a period of time I could go through and probably add some more tags to it to help get a little bit more of that notice about my videos basically. So, but I'll leave links down below in the description of the 5 I looked at, and yeah, I'm going to be making myself another cup of coffee so I can start editing this video now. So until next time, have a good one.